Good morning. Are you Crystal Latalis? The judge starts a felony plea hearing for child endangerment. The defendant is asked a serious question. Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily? Every answer in this courtroom matters. One word can change the rest of a life.
Good morning. Are you Crystal Latulis? Will your client waive the formal reading of the indictment in each case?
She will, Your Honor.
Ms. Latulis, in cause number 25 DCCR 0850, you're charged with the second-degree felony offense of abandoning or endangering a child from May 30th of 2025. And how do you plead to that charge? Are you pleading guilty freely?
All right, stop right here. This case moves fast, but don't blink. What you're about to hear is a felony plea hearing involving child endangerment, and every single yes, ma'am matters. Waiving the reading of an indictment means the defense is skipping formalities and heading straight toward resolution. Question for you. Would you ever waive your right to hear every charge read out loud, or is that too risky?
And voluntarily. Speak up, please. And are you pleading guilty because you actually did what they charged you with? Then in cause number 25 DCCR 0851, you're also charged with the second-degree felony offense of abandoning or endangering a child from May 30th of 2025. And how do you plead to that charge? Again, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily? Speak up. And are you pleading guilty because you actually did what they charged you with? In each of those cases, I have here on the computer some documents that have your signature on them that the state's marked as Exhibit Number 1. Before you signed these, did you go over them with Mr. Parker? Do you fully understand them? And do you understand, if I follow the agreement that you've made with the district attorney, that you'll be waiving or giving up any right to appeal? And it looks like the agreement that you've reached in each of your cases is for 5-year deferred probations. There would be $500 fines in each case, and you would be required to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. Is that your understanding? Do you also understand, if you're not a U.S. citizen, that a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law? State tenders number 1 in each case.
No objection.
It's admitted in each case. Is there any evidence that Ms. Latulis is not competent?
No, Your Honor.
All right, ma'am. In each of your cases, I'm going to find that you entered your pleas of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find that you're mentally competent and you understand the nature and the consequences of those pleas. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to reset your cases for sentencing so that the probation department can do a pre-sentence report. That'll give me more information about you and your cases, and then we'll come back later for sentencing. What is the current status with regard to contact with children?
I have.
You have them?
Yes, ma'am.
It wasn't a condition of your bond that you not have them?
The ones that I have, I don't have the other ones that I got shortly on Colin and grandbaby.
What's the status with those two?
They not with me.
So what children do you have with you?
My other 4.
Was CPS involved?
Mm-hmm. It's on. They closed it Friday.
They closed it Friday. What was their finding? Stand up. Speak.
This right here is the courtroom pivot point. She's legally guilty, but not sentenced yet. That pre-sentence report is huge. It can mean the difference between probation and jail time. Judges use it to assess risk, parenting history, and compliance. Let me ask you, should someone already found guilty still have this much flexibility before sentencing?
Up.
They ain't said, they just closed it. I went through parents and I did everything I had to do.
You did go through parenting classes? Just a second. Did you take regular drug tests with them? Did you pass all of them, or do you have any issues?
No, ma'am.
You passed them all?
That's all.
So where do you and your, I'm printing that out. Where do you and your children live now, the ones that you have?
We stay on Spencer Drive. Along my, we stay here.
So where are these two?
That's one of them is my grandbaby. She with her mama, and my other son, he's with my grandma.
Okay, so it is still a condition of your bond until sentencing. I'll look at more information then, that you are not allowed to have these two children.
That's fine.
Okay, all right, so you need to stop on your way out today and talk to probation before you leave the courtroom, and she's sitting at that desk right over there, and then we'll see you back at sentencing.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Good morning, are you Donnell Coleman? And Ms. Coleman was previously in court, entered a plea of guilty to the state jail felony offense of abandoning or endangering a child. I've received the pre-sentence report. Has everyone had an opportunity to review that report?
We have, Your Honor.
Are there any additions or corrections?
Not from the fence.
All right, ma'am, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. I find that you're mentally competent and understand the nature and the consequences of that plea. Before I sentence you, I do want to find out, what is the status of the children? Are they still with dad? And do you have court orders?
And here's the real takeaway. This wasn't a free pass, it was a warning shot. Deferred probation is mercy with strings attached. Do everything right, and the felony disappears. Mess up once, and prison is back on the table. Final question for you. Does deferred probation protect families or gamble with children's safety?
On visitation and things like that, or what's?
No, ma'am, it was just a bond stipulation.
It was just the bond. So is CPS still involved, or is the case closed?
The case was closed back in March.
And so y'all don't have any formal papers with regard to custody or visitation or child support or anything like that?
No, ma'am, because with the bond stipulation, they had me do a 12-hour course, a 12-hour cancer course through CPS. And so I actually got the certificate and I showed.
Right, I've got that.
Yes. And after that, I know once I finished those classes, it was just the bond stipulation was that I just couldn't have contact with them until I got a disposition.
What's the plan? What have you, do you and the child's father get along? Have y'all talked about what's going to happen after today?
Yes, ma'am, we go for really well.
So, but what's the plan on where the kids are going to live and with you?
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Malfino, any issues? I have the parent, it looks like CPS has done what they, my concern is that there aren't any formal, there's no formal court orders with regard to custody, visitation, things like that. And that's great. I hope y'all are getting along and you guys can make whatever agreements you want. But it's always better to have something legal if you're not together, so that if there's a disagreement, nobody's doing one thing or taking kids or not, or things like that. So my suggestion would be,
We really did communicate good, and I had never gotten like any information where I had to deal with anything legal.
Well, it appears from his comments that they are on the same page. I'm happy to reach out.
well, but he says he plans to share
Right.
Josiah. So I guess, I don't know if y'all, and then you've got also Kylie. So do you have Kylie, or Kylie's with dad still?
No, I have a colleague. It was just Joe Sawyer, which the stipulation was for because the case was with him.
Okay.
And I know the way we co-parent, we do share both kids. Like he comes get them periodically, and I have them as well. We just share both of them.
Okay. All right, then I'm going to follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney and defer all proceedings and place you on probation for 3 years. You're ordered to pay the $500 fine and to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. I am going to allow you to have contact with both of the children. You've gone through the parenting class, and so I don't think, I'm looking to make sure it's not on here. If you do everything that you're supposed to while you're on this probation, then this is an excellent opportunity. I mean, you have not been in trouble before. There's no reason to believe that you're not going to be successful. And if you successfully complete it, the case will be dismissed at the end. You'll never have a felony conviction on your record. The other side to that, though, is if you violate any condition of probation, you can be brought back into court, found guilty of the offense, and you could be sentenced to the state jail prison for up to 2 years. Do you understand? All right, I'm handing you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed, and so you've waived your right to appeal. You just need to have a seat here in the courtroom. Probation will call you up to her desk when she's ready to go.
The judge explains the agreement in both felony cases. 5 years deferred probation with strict conditions. $500 fine in each case, follow every rule or face serious consequences. This is not freedom. This is a second chance under watch.